I finished, Miss.
Okay, context clues. What is context clue, class? Let's see if we remember what we talked about in reading yesterday.
Ayer no es.
Context clue refer to the clues or word in a sentence.
Excellent. The clues of the hints that we have in a sentence. Remember that we can have in a reading, in the same sentence, we can have some keywords that help us to identify the meaning of the word. Sometimes we don't know the meaning of one word, but by reading the rest of the context, we can guess it.
En español significa contexto.
Okay, yes, context in Spanish. So
Es como un
by reading
pequeño
the context, we identify the meaning of that word.
Es como un
Sometimes
pequeño
we
resumen.
sometimes we can have some pictures to figure out the meaning of one word, or to have more clear the idea of that word, of that sentence, or that paragraph. So that is context clues. Remember that refers to the clues or words in the sentence that help us to reader to infer more details about what the sentence is describing. Sometimes we can have some hints to help us to define the difficult, unusual words. Sometimes we don't use some words. We know the meaning of those words, but we don't remember it because we don't use too much that word. We use basic words, maybe. So with this hints, we can remember the meaning of that word, difficult words. We practiced this yesterday. We read this sentence. Caroline went to the zoo on a hot summer day. She felt lightheaded after walking all day. So we identified the lightheaded means feeling dizzy or confused because it was a summer day. It's hot. And she was walking, so she was feeling dizzy or confused. Maybe she didn't drink water, so it might be feeling in that way. Now, we have other examples here of how we can identify the meaning of the underlying words. For example, number 1, he saw in the distance a beautiful, graceful bird soaring across the sky. What do you think is the meaning of soaring?
Leaping.
Leaping, that's right. So soaring is the meaning. It's synonym for leaping. Now, number 2, the little boy became drowsy as the day turned into night. Desperate, that's right. Drowsy means desperate. You don't copy this. Now, let's go to the book. We're going to read page 214. Open your book. We're going to read page 214. 214. We have here 214. We're going to talk about crocodiles. So as you can notice, we have also the meaning of context clues here on the left side of page 214, sorry. So we have that it says when you are reading, use the unfamiliar words, use context clues or words around the unfamiliar word to figure out its meaning of this word. Okay, Miss. Who is in that page? Khaled, are you in that page? Yes.
This say, crocodiles, like another reptiles, have rows of scales that cover their bodies. Bantamweight take paint scales in their neck, backs, in the tail are bone planted, creo que sí. Called Osterdens, stay or dearness.
That is the pronunciation, Colette. This is the pronunciation for this word, osteoderms.
Osteoderm. These plates make their skins of hades very strong and tall. Crocodiles do not shave their skins the way together reptiles do. She scaled the wool on its so well as the animal grows and new scales ground better the old ones and replace them scales and body plants because a large as the reptile grows.
Okay, stop here. Thank you, Colette. So We have, it says the context, remember the context might give you some definitions of explanation about that, some unfamiliar words. So for example, rectangles have an outer covering of thin flat hard plates called scales. So by reading this sentence, we can try to figure out the meaning of one of these words. We can have some synonyms of the word that means, remember synonyms mean almost the same. For example, here it says osteoderms. It says entails are body plates called osteoderms. So by this, you know that an osteoderm is a body plate. Now let's continue with the reading, Gabriela.
All crocodiles are amphibious. That is, they can live both on land and water.
They can live both on land and in water.
Also, they may sun themselves on land for hours. They are most at home swimming, hunting, or hiding in water. There they breathe by keeping their nostrils just above the surface. As they drift along, it's not easy to spot them. They do not even make the water ripple. Like our reptiles, crocodiles are cold-blooded or ectothermic. This does not mean that their blood is cold, but that their body temperatures change. They do not stay the same as ours usually do, but go up and down with the temperature of the air and water around them.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Gabriela. So what it has here, we have more words related to crocodiles. For example, find the word osteron. What is the word osteron, class? What is the word osteron?
What?
Osteoderms. We go here and we see that in the first paragraph, we have the word osteoderms. Now, do you know what is an osteoderms? Do you know the meaning of this word?
No.
No? Now, let's try to guess the meaning. Let's try to guess the meaning of this word. It says crocodiles, like other reptiles, have rufous scales that cover their bodies. Beneath thick pointed scales on their necks, backs, and tails are bony plates called osteoderms. So do you know what is an osteoderms by reading this last part?
Bony plates.
So they might be bony plates, that's right, because it says tails are bony plates called osteoderms. As you can notice, in the same sentence, we have the answer of what is an osteoderms. They are bony plates that crocodiles, these animals, they have. Then it says these plates make their skins or hides very strong and tough. Do you know what is the meaning of hides by reading this sentence? Hides?
Esconder.
Yes, but in this case, it's not the meaning of
de piel.
it said, Marcela, you said something important, but it's saying in Spanish. These plates make their skins or hides very strong.
Y su
Change the
sangre,
body.
it's
The crocodile
cold.
Change the body and the blow. The blow.
So, cambian de skin to piel y se hace
That's
más fuerte.
right. Yes, Marcelo. So hides is a synonym for this word, skin. These plates make their skins or hides. As you can notice, it's saying, you cannot mean or hides. You can say, these plates make their skins very strong and tough. Or you can say, these plates make their hides. So when with skins and hides, they are synonyms. We're talking about the skin of the crocodile, of these the plates. Now, let's see, let's look at another word. Let's look at another word that it might be included here, like, for example, let's see this one, amphibious. Do you know what is an amphibious?
Amphibious.
I was sleeping on CRM and there was no pending orders and I went and I accessed CRM and it was like, there's a hole for people.
That
The frog.
amphibious is
Sometimes
they
they just
live on
want
land and water. They live in the
They live in both land and in water. That is the meaning of amphibious. Look here, we have the answer in the same sentence.
The
Are
animals to ride
crocodiles
through the
are
water
amphibious. That
in
is
the tail.
that they can live both in land and in water. We have this answer of amphibious. Okay, let's look for another word.
Que pueden vivir en el agua y en la tierra.
Then we have anor. It says, as they drift along, it's not easy to spot them. They do not even make the water ripple. Do you know what is ripple, class? Do you have any idea what is ripple?
No.
They do not even make the water ripple. When they are moving. No? No, eh? Again, it says, then they breathe by keeping the nostril just above the surface of the water. As they drift along, it's not easy to spot them. They do not even make the water ripple. It means ripple, the water is not going to be. Ripple is the movement of the water. Now, let's look at another one. We have another. And it is, like all reptiles, crocodiles are cold-blooded or ectothermic. Do you know what is ectothermic, class?
Germinar.
No, ectothermic. This word, ectothermic.
The body temperature change. The body temperature change.
Is the body temperature, that's right. So it means that if the body temperature change, you happen to say, and it means that they have cold-blooded. Okay, excellent. Now, we're going to copy in the notebook. We're going to copy in the notebook some information about it. Let's try this. Let's find the following words, and we're going to complete the table here. So copy this chart in your notebook.
Only this means.
Why you are always worried about how much you're going to copy?
Because otra vez me copia la otra.
All the classes you copy. Remember, in all the classes you copy at least something.
Just we're going to copy these.
Maybe. So let's write this. We're going to write the word and the meaning. Let's write the meaning also of these words.
Some lizards live in my house.
Right. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good one as well.
Now, I'm going to take the attendance class. Say present if you're connected. Ana, Andrea, and Camila.
Present. Present. Present.
Gabriela, Isabela, Kiara.
Present. Present. Present.
Lucia, Mia, and Rebecca.
Present.
Present, Miss.
Rosa, Valerie, and Sian.
What do you say?
Present.
Valerie is connected.
No.
No? No, it's not connected. Okay. Now let's say boys. Alberto, Danny, and Fernando.
Present. Present.
Hermes, Joshua, and Khaled.
Present.
Marcelo, Santiago Hernandez, and Santiago
Present.
Sanz. Santiago Hernandez. Santiago Hernandez Piallos. No? Okay.
Miss, present. Es que andaba copiando. Present.
Okay, let's complete it here. What is osteoderms, class? What is the meaning of osteoderms? Who remembers?
Ostras.
No?
Ostras de
On
mar.
page 214. Remember, the
What
meaning is bony plates. 214, we discussed this. It's the same, as you can notice, they're the same words that we discussed previously. Osteoderms, it means bony plates, like this. Look at this. Bony plates. Bony plates, that's the crocodiles it can have. What is the meaning of hides? Who remember what is hides?
The skin.
The skin, that's right. That is the skin that the animals, they can have, skin. What about amphibious, sorry, amphibious?
That they can live in the both water or land.
Excellent. And what about ripple? What is ripple, class?
Movement of water.
The movement of the water. Look here, we have a picture as an example. It's the movement of water. And exothermic, just to finish, remember, it's the temperature that it can change, and also the cold-blooded. So let's copy this in the note. Remember that I'm reading, you don't have homework on this week. Just spelling and science you have on this week. And if you're missing a previous homework of previous weeks. Questions about this vocabulary, of the meaning of this vocabulary, class, of these words.
I finished.
Finish, Lucia? Okay, if you finished, you can disconnect, Lucia. Bye-bye. Show me your notebook and then you can go. Bye-bye. Thank you, Lucia. Bye-bye. See you next week. Remember, tomorrow you don't have classes.
I finished, Miss.
Thank you, Colette. Show me your notebook, Camila. Bye-bye, Colette. Bye-bye, Camila.
Bye, me.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Khalid. Rosa, you finished. Excellent. Bye-bye. See you next week. Thank you so much, Kiara. See you next week. Bye-bye.
I finished.